Good evening, everybody. This is Chris with Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you some Stratomatic baseball. And if the names Tiant and Nolan mean anything to you, then you know we are doing Game 6 of the 1975 World Series. So sit back. Hopefully, this will be as much a nail biter as the historic game. Game 6 of the 1975 World Series. Cincinnati is at Fenway. They are ahead in the series by a total of 3-2. And it is Tuesday evening, October 21st. Getting a late start to the game here. 35,205 ticket payers are in attendance here for Game 6 on a Tuesday night in Boston, Massachusetts. Let's go ahead and introduce our starting lineup, and then we'll get straight to some baseball. For your Cincinnati Reds, batting first, third base, Pete Rose. Second is right field, Ken Griffey. Second baseman, Joe Morgan, batting third. Johnny Bench is cleanup. He's catcher, of course. Tony Perez, first baseman, batting fifth. George Foster, batting sixth. He's in left field. Dave Concepcion, shortstop, batting seventh. Cesar Geronimo, center field, is batting eighth. And batting ninth and starting this game for the Cincinnati Reds, Gary Nolan. And let's get to your Boston Red Sox. Batting first baseman Cecil Cooper. Denny Doyle at second base will be batting second. Carl Yastrzemski, he'll be in left field this evening. He's batting third. Carlton Fisk, Pudge, behind the plate, will be batting cleanup. Fred Lynn, center fielder, batting fifth. Third baseman, hot corner man Rico Petrocelli, will be batting sixth. Dwight Evans, right fielder, batting seventh. Rick Burleson, batting eighth. He's the shortstop, and starting for the Red Sox, batting ninth, is Luis Tiant. So let's go ahead and play us some baseballs. Here we go. Yes, I really like the new camera and the focus and everything. It's awesome. Well, here we go. Let's play some baseball. Pete Rose leading off. Louis Tiant gets the signs in from Fisk. Here's the pitch. That is 5-10, and then it'll be a fly ball to center field. Yastrzemski in front of the monster makes the catch. That is out number one. Ken Griffey to the plate. Tiant stretches and fires. 6-5, and that's going to be low on the split. Double for Griffey. He is on second. So Reds have a runner in scoring position. Come here, Cards. These are the 1970s Diamond sets A and B. I have both of these teams in this set. Joe Morgan, second baseman, man on second. Tiant is set. Here comes the pitch. 3-7, draws a walk. So 2 men on. Possible double play situation here for the Red Sox. Burleson is playing deep against Johnny Bench. Hard hitter catcher that he is. Tiant with the pitch. 6-6, and that is going to be a double into the gap. That is going to score Griffey. And the Reds get on the board early. Joe Morgan rounding third. They're going to send him home, and that is a score. 2 RBI double. In the top of the first for Johnny Bench. Philip Reynolds is absolutely loving that. Our Red Sox fan is like, there's plenty of ball game left. We've got to go 12 innings to win this one. 2 across. 1 on second, 1 out top of the first, Tony Perez. Tiant with a pitch. 5-8. That'll be a fly ball to center field. Fred Lynn settles underneath it, makes the catch, and Bench trots back to second. That will be 2 outs. And the Cards are sticky. George Foster to the plate now. Like to get Bench across for a third run. Louis Tiant with the pitch. 5-10. Fly ball to left field. Yastrzemski again. Chasing it to left center over towards the porch. Calls off Lynn. Makes the catch. And that will be the top of the first inning. 2 runs scored by the Cincinnati Reds. And that will be there. 2-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Gary Nolan is set to go for the Red Stockings. Cecil Cooper leading off, and he will face Doyle and Yastrzemski in order. Cecil Cooper. Here comes the pitch from Nolan. That is going to be 3-11. That is a base hit for Cecil Cooper. So the Red Sox start off with a base hit. Denny Doyle. Cooper is not a threat to steal at all. Nolan still glimpses over to keep him honest. Here's the pitch to Doyle. 5-6 and a hard liner to first. So that will be out number 1. Alrighty, Carl Yastrzemski now at the plate. Nolan with the pitch. 1-6 and Yastrzemski works a 3-1 count. Takes a fastball high. That's going to be ball 4. 2 men on, 1 out. Pudge comes to the plate. Here we go. The pitch from Nolan. 3-6 fly ball to left field. Foster camps out in front of the monster, makes the catch, relays the ball back in. That's 2 outs, 2 on, 2-0 Reds. Bottom of the first, Fred Lynn at the plate. Gary Nolan is set to wind up the pitch. 1-3 just missed it. Hard ground ball hits the second base. Joe Morgan scoops it up, fires it over to Tony Perez for out number 3. And the Red Sox are retired in the bottom of the first, plating no runs. 2-0. We go to the top of the second inning. And Louis Tiant comes back out on the hill. He will face the bottom of the Reds order in Dave Concepcion, Cesar Geronimo, and Gary Nolan. Here comes the pitch to Concepcion. 2-8 pops it up high on the left side. Petrocelli glides underneath it, makes the catch. That is out number 1. Cesar Geronimo, center fielder. Tiant. The windup, the pitch, 5-9. That's a strikeout. Geronimo is swinging at the knee cheese. 2 outs. Gary Nolan at the plate. Tiant with the pitch, 2-5. Low on the split, hard liner up the middle, and Doyle with a diving catch. 1-2-3. The Reds are retired in order in the top of the second inning. No hits, no runs scored. Top of the order will be up for the Red Stockings in the top of the third. Gary Nolan, he will be facing Rico Petrocelli here in just a moment. Okay. And there we go. Top of the second inning. Petrocelli will lead off. He'll be followed by Dwight Evans and Rick Burleson. Here comes the pitch from Nolan. 1-9 fly ball to center field. Geronimo takes the high fly ball, waits for it, smacks his mitt, lets gravity do the work. That is out number 1. Dwight Evans comes to the plate. 2-0 your score. Bottom of the second inning. 2-4 pops it up on the left side of the field. Pete Rose gets underneath it, calls off Concepcion and bench. A real high ball and everybody going for it. He makes the catch. That's going to be 2 away. Rick Burleson to the plate. Gary Nolan. The windup, the pitch, 5-6. Hard shot on the right side. Perez gets his glove on it. Saved the base hit. And 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in order here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 we go to the top of the third. And Louis Tiant comes out for the Red Sox once again. He is facing top of the Reds battery in Rose Griffey Morgan. Here's the pitch to Pete Rose. 4-8. Charlie Hustle ekes out a single. Base hit for Rose. Ken Griffey comes up. Rose a hustle on the bases, but not much for stealing. Griffey with a pitch, 5-8, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Fred Lynn settles underneath it in right center, calls off Evans. That is out number 1. Joe Morgan, trio of fantastic defensive outfielders for the Red Sox in this game. Yastrzemski, Lynn, and Evans in left, center, and right, all respectively rated at 1. Morgan taking Tiant's pitch. Rose on first, 6-5, and that is low on the split. That is a triple. That's going to drive Rose in. Run number 3. Reds now have 3 on the board. with 1 out. Johnny Bench at the plate. Infield's going to be in for the Red Sox. 1-3 hard ground ball hit to second base. Batter is safe. Runner on third is out. Morgan trying to score. He is thrown out at home, 4-2. Fielder's choice for Johnny Bench. 2 outs. Runner on first, Tony Perez. 5-6, and that's a strikeout. Tiant's second. Red Sox give up a run here in the top of the third. 3-0, we go to the bottom of the inning. That. Okay. Bottom of the third, Gary Nolan comes out. He's going to face Louis Tiant of the Red Sox, and then back to the top of the order to start things off with Cooper and Doyle. Alrighty. Nolan set to face Tiant. Tiant is a batting number 1. Okay, cool. 1-5, that's a strikeout. Tiant lets that fastball go low and outside, but not too low and not too outside. Nolan slips it by him for a called strike 3. Cecil Cooper now at the plate. 3-11, and Cooper with his second base hit of the game. 1 out, 1 on Red Sox. Denny Doyle comes to the plate, 298 batter in a regular season. Gary Nolan with the pitch, 1-11. Hard ground ball hit to second base. Morgan flips it over to Concepcion on the run to get Cooper. Fires over to Perez for that 4-6-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. 4-6-3 gets the Reds out of a pinch. No runs for the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 3-0 ball game here in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series on October 21st. Reds are ahead 3-2. They win tonight, and they are World Series champions. No runs there. We go to the top of the 4th. Tiant coming out, and he will face 6, 7, 8, and Foster, Concepcion, and Geronimo. He's given up 3 runs so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 base hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Foster is set to go. He flew to left his last time up. Here's the pitch. 3-10. Pops it up in the middle of the infield. Denny Doyle camps out underneath it. Makes the catch. Out number 1, Dave Concepcion strides out to the plate. Tiant is set. 1-10. Hard ground ball back to the box. Tiant scoops it up. Flips it over casually to Cooper. A couple of steps ahead of Concepcion. That is out number 2. Come to Cesar Geronimo. Tiant with a pitch. 6-7. Hard ground ball hit to Doyle at second. He is a 2 with a 15, and he throws it and pulls Cooper off the bag. They're calling that a throwing error. E4 on Doyle. Error, Boffo Doyle. Bad Doyle. That's going to bring up Gary Nolan. Louis Tiant is set. 2 outs. 3-0 Reds. Top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. 4-10. Fly ball to center field. Freddie Lynn is a 1 with a 9. Gets underneath it. Makes that easy catch and ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No runs scored by the Reds. 3-0 lead here in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series, being played on Tuesday, October 21st in Fenway Park, home of the Green Monster and all kinds of splendid splinters. Adjust the scoreboard if you will permit me. That should do. That looks pretty. 3-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th, heart of the order, up to face Gary Nolan and Carl Yastrzemski, Carlton Fisk, and Freddie Lynn. Yastrzemski takes Nolan's pitch. 5-10. Hard ground ball hit the Rose at third. He is a 3 with a 9. Scoops it up, fires it on over to Tony Perez for out number 1. Charlie Hustle showing a little bit of range there. Not known for it in 1975, but got over to the ball easily enough. Carlton Fisk, Pudge, facing Nolan, 2-12. Hard liner up the middle, diving catch, Joe Morgan. Morgan rolls, flips it over to Dave Concepcion, gets up, dusts off his trousers, gets back into position for Freddie Lynn. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Cincinnati. Gary Nolan with the pitch to Freddie Lynn, 6-4, hard ground ball, hits Concepcion at short. He is a 1 with a 10, scoops it up, fires it over to Tony Perez for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Sox in the bottom of the 4th. Nothing going. They've only managed 2 hits and 1 walk so far. Nolan is pitching a pretty good game here. Go to the top of the 5th inning. After this inning, the game will be official. Louis Tiant facing the top of the order for the 3rd time here in Rose Griffey Morgan. Rose has flown to left and singled and scored a run. Tiant just wants to get back to the bat. Pops it up in the center of the infield. Easy play for Denny Doyle. Scoots underneath it. Makes the catch, out number 1. Kenny Griffey to the plate. He has doubled and scored a run. Flown to center. Here's the pitch from Tiant. 3-5. And that's going to be a double into the left center gap. Finally chased down by Freddie Lynn. Relays it in. Griffey stands on second. Man in scoring position. 3-0 Reds. Top of the 5th here in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series. This broadcast being brought to you by Tabletop Sports Delaware Broadcasting Network from Strat Central, upstairs somewhere in lower, slower Delaware. Tiant is set. 1 out, 1 on. Joe Morgan at the plate. 4-11 fly ball to Yastrzemski in left. Gets underneath it. Makes that catch. Shallow enough. No way Griffey's going anywhere on that one. That is 2 away. Johnny Bench at the plate. He is 2 RBI double and reached first on a fielder's choice. Tiant with a pitch. 2-3 hard ground ball to short. Scooped up by Burleson. Fires it over to Cecil Cooper for out number 3. No runs plated by the Reds. Strand 1 on second. Going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Red Sox. After the 1st inning, Louis Tiant is keeping the Reds in range. He's going to go up theirs. Let me make a quick change over here. Alrighty, 3-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. Rico Petrocelli is going to lead off. He'll be followed by Evans and Burleson. Nolan doing well. He's only given up 2 base hits and issued 1 walk, struck out a batter. Bottom of the 5th, Reds, 3-0. 4-3 and a hard ground ball up the middle to Gary Nolan. He drops it, gets it up quickly, fires it over to Perez, out number 1. Almost dropped that off the back of the mound, but he was able to recover. Made a great throw over to Tony Perez. Dwight Evans now right fielder. He's popped up on the left side. Nolan with the pitch. That is a 4-6 fly ball to right field. Ken Griffey zeroing in on it over by the foul pole and makes the catch on the run. That is out number 2. Rick Burleson now shortstop facing Gary Nolan. 5-7, and that is a 2-out single for Burleson. He extends the inning, which brings up Louis Tiant. Now the runner on first. You want to keep Tiant on the hill. 2-9 pitching, Nolan pitching, and that is going to be a ground ball to first base. Joe Morgan comes up with it and beats Tiant to the bag by about 2 or 3 steps. That's going to be out number 3, 3-0 after 5 innings here at Fenway. We go to the top of the 6th. Reds are looking to put it away. Red Sox are looking to open it up. Tony Perez leading off, 5th in the order. He'll be followed by George Foster, Dave Concepcion. Tiant being kept out there by Darryl Johnson. Johnson wants to see at least another couple innings out of him. Tiant, such a good pitcher, 6'8", and issues a walk right on the heels of the laurels that were thrown his direction by yours truly. George Foster, flown to left, popped up in the middle of the infield, facing Tiant, 1 on, nobody out, top of the 6. 6-6 is the roll, and that's going to be a double. Perez is going to be held at third. And the Reds on the verge of putting some more runs on the board, infield in. Dave Concepcion comes up. Dave Concepcion is going to swing away. 3-5 hard ground ball hit to short, fielded cleanly by Burleson. He is able to stop up Perez and Foster. Gets it over to Cooper for out number 1. Next up, Cesar Geronimo facing Tiant. The pitch, 4-7, and that is a base hit. That will score a run. That's going to bring in Perez. George Foster, being a 114, is being waved around, and yeah, that's in. That's a 2 RBI single with 1 out. 2 more on the board for the Reds. 5-0 ahead in this series. 3 games to 2. Louis Tiant is going to face Gary Nolan. 5-10 fly ball to left field. Yastrzemski gets underneath it, camps out, and makes the catch. That's 2 away. And they're going to let Tiant see this inning through, but he is on a short leash. There is activity in the bullpen. Let's see what we got here. 5-11 hard grounder chopped at Cooper. He gets on top of it, hit right at first. Only needs to take a couple of steps to force Rose out. So 2 runs plated by the Reds in the top of the 6th inning. 5-0 your score. 2 right there. Let's do all this in the top of the 6th. Alrighty, Gary Nolan is pitching a very fine game. He's retired the Red Sox in order 2 times and only allowed 3 batters in an inning 3 times. He's in command of his pitches so far in this game. He's doing very well. Red Sox need to make something happen. It's the top of the order. Cecil Cooper is leading off. Here comes Nolan. The pitch, 2-3 hard ground ball hit to Morgan and gets it over to Perez for out number 1. And the Red Sox cannot seem to find Nolan's chink in his armor. Denny Doyle, 2-11. There's a base hit. Denny Doyle with a single. 1 out, 1 on. Score is... kind of got to change that. Score is 5-0, bottom of the 6th inning. Carl Yastrzemski with a man on first. Denny Doyle, not a threat to steal. Nolan looks over to keep him honest. Yastrzemski has walked and grounded to third. Here comes the pitch from Nolan. Foul ball, roll 'em all. Only I will know what that was. And that's a shame because that would have been good. 6-6, fly ball to left field. Foster, back by the monster, makes the catch. So that is going to be out number 2. Carlton Fisk comes to the plate. 2 outs, man on. Red Sox need a run in this inning. 5-6, not to be. Shot down the right foul line, snagged by Perez. Red Sox are making good contact on the ball, but they cannot find the holes. Hit them where they ain't. That's not what they're doing so far in this game. 5-0 your score. We go to the top of the 7th. Here at Fenway Park on Tuesday, October the 21st, 1975. Game 6 of the World Series. Louis Tiant is coming back out for the moment to face Ken Griffey, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench. There is activity in the bullpen. It looks like they've got a couple of guys up and practicing. Didn't have all them guys, did it? Yeah, I guess they did. I gotta check something here real quick. Hold on. They didn't have all those guys. I need to see who all they had real quick. Give me a second, because I thought I had my pile ready, but apparently I do not. Bear with me just a moment. Miller, Carbo, that was it. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, those guys didn't play. We'll get to them if we need to. But up in the bullpen, we've got Rick Wise, Roger Moret in the bullpen for the Red Sox at the moment. And we'll see if Daryl Johnson makes the call to relieve Louis Tiant. Here in the top of the 7th, Ken Griffey is set to go. Here's the windup. The pitch, 6-10. That's a hard ground ball hit to short. Burleson is a 2 with a 10. Getting my chart back up might help. 2 with a 10, and that is an error. Throws it into the dugout. Griffey is going to make second on that. Boffo Burleson. Bad Burleson. Ken Griffey on second base. Joe Morgan at the plate, and they are going to make the move. They are going to make the move right there. Tiant has gone. Let's move everybody out the way. Tiant has gone 6. He is out of the game. Yeah, they're going to bring in Rick Wise to relieve. Rick Wise is going to come in. Takes the ball from Daryl Johnson, gets a few warm-up pitches with Carlton Fisk, and we get back to it. Joe Morgan is set at the plate. Ken Griffey on second by way of a Rick Burleson botched throw into the dugout on a routine ground ball. Wise is set. Here comes the pitch to Morgan. 3-6, and that's a walk. So runners on first and second. Still pull a double play out of the old dark space. Johnny Bench. Pitch, 6-3. Hard ground ball to Cooper at first. 4 with an 18. And he is able to get it to second to force Morgan. No chance for a double play. So that's going to send Griffey to third. Bench is on first by fielder's choice. However, 1 out. And that brings the possibility of the old double play into it for Tony Perez's at bat. Rick Wise is set. Regular double play depth for the Red Sox. Foul ball, roll them all. That's a 4-7. That is a single for Tony Perez. RBI single. That is going to score Ken Griffey in an unearned run. And that's going to send Bench to second. He'll hold there. 6-0 is your score. Top of the 7th. George Foster at the plate. 1 out. Rick Wise. 3-6. Hard ground ball hit to short. Fielded cleanly by Burleson. Fires it to Doyle. Pivot over on to Cooper for the 6-4-3 to get Wise out of the inning. But the Reds do tag him for a run. 6-0 is your score. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th at the old... this is the World Series. Let's do it right. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. It's the World Series. You got to sing it. Let's see. Adjusting the score. 6-0. Going to the bottom of the 7th. And Fred Lynn is going to lead off. Gary Nolan is staying in the game for now. He's pitching a masterful game. He really is. He's keeping the ball on the ground and low. Not too many long balls being hit. Petrocelli and Evans to follow. Nolan is set. 6-9. And that's a long fly ball. This one is back. Freddie Lynn got all of this. It is headed for the porch. Home run to right center. Freddie Lynn. And the Red Sox are on the board. Is it too little, too late? We'll find out. But Nolan has been tagged. 6-1 your score. Bottom of the 7th. Rico Petrocelli comes up. Nolan with the pitch. He is staying there. Sparky Anderson has faith in his pitcher. 5-8. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Pete Rose calls off Concepcion. Makes the catch of Petrocelli's pop-up. That is one away. Dwight Evans to the plate. Gary Nolan is set. Here comes the pitch. 3-5, and that's a strikeout of Evans. Evans thought that curveball was in the dirt. Umpire said otherwise. He protested a little bit, and he throws his bat down as he goes grousing. It's getting close, and he did not want that called. He thought that was out of the strike zone. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 6-1 is your score. Reds over the Red Sox in Game 6. Possibly the final game of the 1975 World Series. Reds are ahead 3-2 after 5. Burleson, 2 outs, facing Gary Nolan. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 3-6. Hard liner into left. No! Rose got his glove all over it. So we do have a solo shot by Fred Lynn, but that is not a lot of runs right there. Not yet. 1 goes there. And 6-1 is your score. Go to the top of the 8th inning. Rick Wise is going to come out again. He will face 7, 8, 9. Concepcion, Geronimo, and perhaps Nolan. Perhaps they'll pinch hit for him and get to the bullpen. As a matter of fact, I think we're starting to see a little bit of activity out there in the bullpen. I see Terry Crowley, Jack Dillingham, Fred Norman. They look like they might be getting ready to jump into the fray, as it were. Dink. That'll work right there. Okay, Rick Wise is set. Dave Concepcion at the plate. Here comes the pitch. 6-1, top of the 8th, 6-3, hard ground ball hit to Cooper at first. And he is able to get that to Denny Doyle covering. 3-4 ground ball. That is out number 1. Cesar Geronimo. Wise with the pitch. 2-9. High on a split. That's a long fly ball. It is back. It is going to right field. Out of here. Geronimo with a solo shot in the top of the 8th. May have been the final nail in the coffin. Red Sox have a lot of work to do. Nolan is going to get pinch hit for. Da-da-da-da-da. Don't want to go too crazy with him. They're going to bring in Jack Dillingham. Well, he will come in. Who's going to pinch hit for him? We're looking at Darrell Chaney. Let's put that there. So that way these guys can be here. So Darrell Chaney is going to come in and bat. Nolan is done. Chaney. Pinch hit. He is a 14C. Facing Rick Wise. 1 out. 7-1 is your score. Top of the 8th. Wise is set. Chaney. 3-8. Hard ground ball hit to Burleson at short. Drops it. Gets it up, fires it over to Cooper, beats Chaney there by a step. That was close, but Burleson was able to recover well on that. Top of the order now, Pete Rose facing Rick Wise. Rick Wise with the pitch, 4-9. That is going to be a single for Pete Rose. His second base hit of the game. Which brings us to Ken Griffey. Rick Wise with the pitch. 2-2 hard ground ball back to the box. Wise fields this one cleanly. No problem at all. Fires it over to Cooper. Out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Solo shot. 1 out. Solo home run by Cesar Geronimo. And that is going to make it 7-1. Do that. Alrighty. So Gary Nolan is going to come out. He is going to be replaced by Jack Billingham. So let us make that little distinction there. Nolan went 7. Billingham comes in. Trying to use only players that were in the game. It was a close game, so it seems like a reasonable thing to do. Billingham, and he is going to face a pinch hitter for Rick Wise. So Wise will be out of the game. You go there. Who is our pinch hitter? We're looking at Bernie Carbo. Bernie Carbo, pinch hitter, 11D. Facing Jack Billingham. Billingham gets his warm-ups with Johnny Bench. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-1. Cincinnati over Boston. Game 6 of the 1975 World Series. Here at Fenway Park on Tuesday, October the 21st. Carbo is set. And that is a 2-9. And that's a strikeout for Billingham. 1 away. Cecil Cooper comes to the plate. 3-11 batter in the regular season. 3-5. It's a long fly ball. This one is back. It is gone, right center. Solo shot for Cecil Cooper. They've got a lot of solo home runs to hit to catch up and make the difference, but that is run number 2 for the Red Sox. Denny Doyle now at the plate facing Billingham. Billingham wants to get through this inning. 4-4, pops it up weakly on the left side of the infield. Rose charges in, makes the catch on the run. That is out number 2. Had the look of a dying duck. Carl Yastrzemski at the plate. 2 outs. Your score 7-2. Bottom of the 8th. Yaz, 2-8. Hard ground ball hit to first. Perez is able to beat Yastrzemski to the bag for out number 3. Red Sox do score a run, but they are pretty much out of time at this point. Billingham with a good first inning. Gave up the homer, but he struck out and only gave up the 1 run. You'd like to see none, but given the circumstances, that's not the worst outcome that it could have been, not for the Reds. 1, 2. We go to the top of the 9th. I'd like to thank you all for watching this game. Again, it's made possible by Stratomatic Gaming Company. www.stratomatic.com, the maker of this fine game as well as others. Football, basketball, hockey, online, and also PC versions of the games, along with cards and dice. Check them out if you want to know about this game and others like it at www.stratomatic.com. Alrighty, here we go. New pitcher for the Red Sox. Wise is out after 2. A new pitcher right there. I think it's going to be Roger Moret. I think that's who's going to come in for this one. On to pitch the 9th against Morgan, Bench, and Perez. Hoping to hold them to 0, nothing. Zip 0, zilch. Morgan is set, digs in. Moret gets the signs from Fisk. Here's the pitch, 4-6, and Morgan works the count and gets on his 3rd walk of the game. Let's go along with an RBI triple. Been on base a lot. Johnny Bench now with a man on first. Roger Moret looking to get to the bottom of the 9th as quickly as possible and issues another walk to Bench. 2 on. That could have been an intentional on that 3-1. He may have just thrown it out there. Didn't want to give Bench a chance to make it any worse. Yeah, Fisk didn't look too happy with that one. He was like, come on, we can get this guy. But now he's on base. Tony Perez is set. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 9th, 7-2 is your score. 3-8. That's a long fly ball by Tony Perez. That one is back. It is out of here. 3-run shot, and they're starting to celebrate back home along the banks of the Ohio River. Joe Morgan comes across to score. Johnny Bench comes across to score. And they are waiting for the man of the moment, Tony Perez, 3-run home run over the monster here at Fenway. Your score, top of the ninth, 10-2 Reds. Nobody out. Roger Moret is going to pitch to George Foster. 4-3, fly ball to right field. That's going to be Evans. He's a 1 with a 1. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is out number 1. But the Red Sox dugout has come alive. The fans here at Fenway are not liking life at the moment. Down 8 runs and only 3 outs away from being eliminated from World Series championship contention. Dave Concepcion, wow, 2 foul balls. We got an 0-2, and I have no idea where that last one went. Give me just a moment. Where'd it go? Ah, there you are. Good. You didn't go far. That could have been disastrous. Fouls 2 away. Dave Concepcion. We got excited a little. 5-7 hard ground ball hit to second base. That's going to be Denny Doyle with a 3 and a 3. And it gets through for a base hit. Doyle could not reach it into center field. Lynn snags it up and relays it back into Burleson. That is 1 out, 1 on. 10-2. Moret staying in to finish this one out. And that is a single to Geronimo. Sends Concepcion to second, and he'll hold there. And that's going to be it for Roger Moret. That is going to be all she wrote. No mores. Moret is coming out, and they're going to go to Dick Drago. They're going to go to Dick Drago. And at this point, they are going to let Billingham bat. They're going to let Billingham bat. They're not wanting to run it up. They're wanting to go ahead and get this done. So Jack Billingham is going to go ahead and bat. Up 8 runs. They're comfortable with it. Sparky Anderson doesn't think they need any more. Drago, the pitch, 2-9, and that's a ground ball hit to first. Easily handled there by Doyle. Doyle gets it to Burleson on the run and fires it over to Cooper. Ground ball first base, ground ball to Cooper. Gets it to Burleson on the run. Doyle covering first behind Cooper is able to get Billingham for out number 3. So that is a 4-6-3 in the top of the ninth, and that was Billingham, and he will probably finish this one at this point. I don't see that changing. Yeah, only 1 inning of work so far. I see that standing as it is, and the Red Sox are 3 outs away from being eliminated from the World Series here in 1975. Will they be able to mount the impossible, the improbable comeback? Carlton Fisk is going to lead things off. If he comes back around and bats again in this inning, you can bet a lot of runs have been scored, and he'll have a chance to do it again. Jack Billingham, the pitch, 3-5. Ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Dave Concepcion over to Tony Perez for out number 1. Al, I'm pulling for the Reds. Philip, I'm happy, or the Red Sox. Philip, I'm happy the Reds are doing well. Al, I'm pulling for the Sox. Freddie Lynn at the plate, Jack Billingham. Here we go. Freddie Lynn homered his last time up. Can he repeat? Billingham with the pitch. 2-6. Hard ground ball hit to first. Perez knocks it down. Picks it up and beats Lynn by a step. For out number 2, we are down to the final out of the 1975 World Series. Rico Petrocelli, a .239 batter. They're going to bring... Are they going to bring in a pinch hitter? Are they? They're really going to do that? Now I think they're just going to let her ride. Rico Petrocelli on this one. Jack Billingham gets the signs in from Johnny Bench. Shakes off the first one, takes the second one, settles in. Petrocelli digs and gets ready. Billingham winds up the pitch. 2-7. Hard ground ball hit to Rose at third. Takes the one hopper. Fires it over to Perez. Out number 3. Game is over. I didn't change the score because I was so excited to get to the bottom of the ninth. So right here, it's coming up. 3. 10. 2. Let's do the quick count here real quick. Oh my goodness. Look at. We have Red Sox and a Red Sox can go over here. We have Reds and a Red can go over here. The Reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits for the game. And cleanly fielded. The Red Sox, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 2 errors. So there is your final line right there. Boston loses this one and loses the series by a total score of this game 10-2. Out hit by the Reds by 8. And I'll tell you what, Gary Nolan just shut the Red Sox down. He's definitely pushing hard for MVP here for this game. Morey went 2/3. Drago went 1/3 of an inning. Billingham went 2. Nolan for the win. Billingham for the save. He faced 7. That's not a save. Tiant with the loss. Big lines. You've got Ken Griffey 2 for 5, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. Joe Morgan 1 of 2 with an RBI triple, 2 runs scored, 3 walks. You've got Tony Perez. He is 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 4 RBI, homer, and a walk. Not much going for Boston with the really sole exception of Cecil Cooper, 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Solo shot in the bottom of the 8th to go with 2 singles. So there is your final score. It is Cincinnati 2, Boston 10, 13, 5, none, and 2. And there you go. Guys, thank you very much for watching the game. I really do appreciate it. I think I finally got this figured out because the tripod is not in my face. And with the software, I can rotate it 180 so the camera is facing me, but I'm still able to do it this way. Totally digging it. I've got my setup. Now I've got to figure out live. But I'm liking it. I'm digging it. So there you go, guys. Again, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware. Your final score, 1975 Stratomatic Basic Baseball. Cincinnati Reds 10, Boston Red Sox 2. Guys, thank you very much. Keep on rolling.